two things. One, I'm playing on Linux now, so which is interesting. I did get custom things to work based on not being on beta, but as we get at Eldritch Parasite, yeah, that's the first thing. So let me know immediately if the sound sounds different. If my voice is too loud, too low, or if the game is too loud or too low. I'm pretty sure the game is a bit low right now, but we're just being safe for the moment. Actually, let me actually turn it up because now it's a little bit too low. So I'm going to set it in between, because since I'm on Linux, I'm getting familiar with the audio settings. And the second thing is I've rotated the mystery. So Eldritch Parasite, which is, this is going to be interesting. And then I'm just going to, I forgot which god I was, so I'm just going to say Herald. So, as we get into Herald, Eldritch Parasite, I probably had random item stats. We'll do 3 custom mysteries. The most important thing is, one, I'm recording on Linux, so please let me know as we get Strength, Charisma, Second Mystery, Toxicity, Dexterity, and every single stat check, maybe. If my audio sounds too loud, too low, so on and so forth. Like I'm too loud, too low, the game is too loud, too low. I think the game's a bit low. And yeah, just let me know. And then I'll probably say it one more time because I'm going to be tweaking things in the meanwhile, but the second thing is, you'll see immediately that I swapped, or I added a bunch of mysteries. 1 including the Modpack, and 2 including what I did before. There was a crash, but I think I addressed it because, as I just said, as we have things, and I'm just hovering over some of the custom mysteries, just to make sure that... Hold on, I was just, again, I'm recording on Linux now, so I didn't get anything. Actually, you know what? We'll prioritize the newer mysteries, so instead we'll do Piano, Phantasms, Postal, and then Nails Household Hell. Postal is not new, but you get the point. Trying to do things. So, let's see here. I'm kind of going slow because I'm listening to my audio. I always record with my audio being monitored, so I'm always hearing myself as I'm talking. What that means is that if there's a delay for whatever reason, I'll feel it. But for the moment, we'll keep moving on. But yeah, funny enough, the longest part about playing on, or basically installing Linux, and if people who didn't know, it's because Windows is losing support in about, like, what, several days from now? So what happens, as we pick up Iwa here, is that I don't want to deal with it. And I've used Linux before, for a long time ago, so now I'm using specifically Linux Mint. I did go shop around, or I shop around, EYE space shop, and I figured Linux Mint is the best I can do. Now, what that means is that I had trouble installing, let's just say, my editing software. So instead, I'm using a different one now, and it's something that I have used before. Also, I just noticed I'm on Eldritch Parasite. Too late, we already bought a weapon, so meh. But, yeah, I had some trouble with recording software. So if the video just looks different in general, it's because I'm using new editing software as well, because I'm on Linux. Again, that's not saying Linux is bad or good. It's just that I've decided. Nice 12 roll. Thank goodness we have 13 strength. But yeah, I've already hear the delay in OBS, so I'm really interested to see how much this syncs up with the actual recording. Also, we have a boss mystery right here. But we have 13 strength, so what that means, we can brace into a lot of cool stuff. But as for everything else that happens, yeah, it's going to be a bit tricky. Could handcuff this encounter, but meh. Depends how many we can... Actually, we should just handcuff just to be safe here. And off we go. So the first thing I've noticed is that my OBS is already... Again, I can already hear a delay in my voice, basically, which only really happens when frames drop and therefore causes a desync. So I really hope this video comes out well, relatively. But I will say that this is the first world... I don't know if Postable has a boss fight. I'm just going to take Shuttle and play it safe for now. If it does have other stuff, cool. But also, there's a third thing I wanted to mention, but that'll happen later. So, yeah, I can hear the delay, and I think that's just due to me getting familiar and resetting my OBS settings, because if it wasn't already apparent that I don't remember my settings as much, so if anything happens with my settings that is not the same as when I was using using OBS on Windows, then yeah, you're gonna see a difference. Also, this character can zero stat quite easily, but we'll do our best. Oh goodness, I knew that was a knowledge check. I just subconsciously picked something else. But as for everything else, I mean, I can imagine. Also, I do have another setup I could just be recording World of Horror in, but I figure this little experiment would be interesting to try out. Now, if the video quality just drops significantly, that's a different story. But for now, we'll deal. There's something else. Oh yeah, and then I might as well just talk about what I can remember to talk about. The third thing is that I was supposed to release another video before World of Horror, but I was again, installing Linux, or really backing up data, and then installing Linux and trying to get everything back, like OBS and whatnot. That was easy because all of that is, I guess, offered to you when you get to the software manager on Linux, but basically it's relatively easy to deal with thing. We might as well do piano. Actually, we're gonna go narrate through this. I apologize if the audio is desynced because, again, I installed these, or I'm using these new mysteries with things. Paralytic Paul of a parasitic piano. Hey, Haspen. As you pass by the school gate, Power overhears an agitated conversation between some teenagers. Her interest is piqued when she hears some disturbing words. I'm telling you, the piano must be cursed. It lusts for the meat of young girls. You idiot. Furniture doesn't eat people. I bet it's that white-haired girl attacking girls prettier than her. Guys, no, the piano isn't cursed. I heard it's possessed. There's a rumor that some pervert old man hit himself in the piano and suffocated inside, and that's why... Things, a murderous piano. If not for the recent events, she wouldn't believe it. Does someone know the true story? Hey, school investigation. But... yeah, the installation of Linux was only extended by the fact that I had to back up all of my data. And things that I care about, basically. Essential stuff. Now Power has a clearer picture. The latest victim, a teenage girl from the 2D class. There's no way I'm getting names wrong, by the way, right? Was a member of the music club. She was found with her upper body missing, next to a blood-stained piano housed in the music club's room. She also learns that one of the teachers, Miss Akitori, is in charge of the music club room. And as we stroll down the school with Iwa at her side, hey, she finds Miss Akitori in one of the school corridors. When she mentions the recent murder, she hushes her and takes her to the side. It's not really a topic I want to talk about, she whispers. But we need answers. And we have 2 charisma. It takes a while to get Miss Akitori to talk, and even then she isn't very forthcoming with the answers. She does sound very sorrowful, though. Is she somehow blaming herself for this strange murder? +3 doom. So, again, an audio desync. I am moving the mouse with my voice, so if there's a desync there, you'll notice it. Miss Akitori lets her borrow her keys to the music club room, but only for a short while. It's time to check out the supposedly cursed piano. So piano is a newer mystery. There's one other one, and you'll see it when it happens. Piano Renshu? Am I reading that kanji correctly? Anywho, when Power enters the music club room, everything is squeaky clean. The moment she closes the door, the piano keys start playing a melody on their own. Flee! To reason. Startled, she returns to Miss Akitori with the keys. After a short talk, she agrees to meet at her place to discuss the cursed piano in greater detail. I'm pretty sure this is the piano from the Herald event, if I recall correctly, but anywho. There's a lot you can do with base assets, but anywho. +3 doom. I mean, I heard it's haunted, but I didn't pay it much attention. I really don't know what's happened in the music club room. She suddenly excuses herself and leaves. That was weird. Is she hiding something? Is this a boss? Oh, okay, I already flubbed the words. Is this a boss? I can't speak right now. Is this a boss fight? I meta say. Meanwhile, Power learns that the previous music teacher, who taught Miss Akitori as well, is living nearby. Could he shine some light on this whole affair? Figuratively. And after him. Hey, 8 dexterity, works out. A few years ago, Ai-chan had problems with an unwanted adorant, says the retired teacher. She rejected him like dozens of times, so one night he snuck into the school and hung himself in the music club room and was found by Ai-chan in the morning. The principal had the whole thing covered up. Don't hurt me, robots! So that's what Miss Akitori was hiding. Time to meet with her again. In the apartments. She arranges another meeting with Miss Akitori later that day, and she arrives late. She seems wary of her and tries to hide her nervousness behind a fake smile. And then that's I think this is the apartment background with the lady from, I don't remember. When she confronts her about the suicide of her adorned, she hangs her head low in defeat. I should have done something for him, tried to talk him into it, visiting a psychologist, or at least call the police. Now an innocent girl is dead because of him. Because of me, it's all my fault. 5 experience plus 2 doom. Miss Akitori agrees to help her in any way she can, with a distraught teacher in tow and the sun setting behind the horizon. She heads to the school. The dead man's vengeful spirit must be put to rest, or else someone else might fall prey to the voracious piano. I stumbled there because I was thinking of a ghost boss fight, also 60% doom, so paid. Let Miss Akitori... So I didn't narrate through, that was my fault. Miss Akitori moves to the piano. Now, Iki, I'm sorry. I should have helped you somehow. If only I could... What happens next is sudden and unexpected. The piano suddenly rolls forward. Miss Akitori screams in horror. The piano's lid slims down on her. She watches in horror as Miss Akitori's lower body slumps against the piano. Gory. The piano's lid slowly opens up, showing that the woman's torso is gone. This can't be happening. The piano then remembers, hey, who's standing here? With the squeak of its old wheels, it repositions itself to face her. Miss Akitori was the main course, and hey, maybe it's getting dessert. Slowly rolls towards. And we fight a circle enemy. 32 HP, -1 all. Well, I mean, thankfully it's not as much damage on an Eldritch Parasite run, but boy, oh boy, pain. So, I think we're just gonna go for the 3 turn here. 80%. Okay, good. The music stops playing the moment she strikes the piano for the last time, and her heavy breathing is the only sound filling the room, along with Iwa standing by her side. She could bet everyone heard the commotion she's made, so she quickly flees the school before anyone can see a devil. While she can do nothing for the piano's victims, she heads home with the knowledge that no more innocent people will fall prey to the voracious frame and bloodthirsty strings of the piano. Ending A. But yeah. So relatively speaking, I mean, I feel I can hear a delay. It's not that bad of a delay though. I promise you or I will hear it if the delay gets really, really bad. 24 strength, 19 reason though on our 4th mystery. No more bath. And no more pain. Pen Pals Postal though. We've done this mystery. I've narrated through this mystery before, although I probably didn't do it as a primary highlight, so I guess we're gonna find out. So, 11 to 8 dexterity, sure, cool story. Off downtown we go. Wait and listen, move away, and another downtown investigation. So again, yeah, so my video schedule is going to be a little odd for other games, basically, because I wanted to actually put out 3 videos, but as I said, actually making sure I had all of my software on this setup that I have Linux on now, yeah, the time flew, basically. In fact, I should already be asleep at this time, but yeah, I just was busy doing this. So, as we move on, for reason, can we take this? We can't take this, actually. Especially not with 2 knowledge. So that's a big weakness of this character's stat distribution. Basically, having less than 4 knowledge is going to hurt a lot. So, yeah, not much else to say. I am going to risk this, because it would be nice to do a thing. Now, unfortunately, that's really bad. Please hit this attack. Nope. That was 8 stamina in the face, by the way, and I missed 2 80% in a row. There was a 4% chance of what happened happening. So we'll just answer the phone and move on with our lives. Please, don't hurt me. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah, 7 experience. Slam the cover shut. We have 8 dexterity, and I guess we'll fight just for giggles. 4 stamina again. So we're definitely gonna brace, and if we can do 2 attacks, that's the best I'm gonna hope for. So probably 4 stamina encounter at minimum. This is also a human enemy, so I could have handcuffed it, but it's a bit too late now. We might die at the lighthouse, if nothing else. Didn't need to brace there, but I'm feeling relatively frisky. So we'll level up here. I don't think this character would have the sharpening knife skill. So for the sake of ghosts, we're gonna double up our knowledge. But yeah, 6 stamina, and then household hell. So we pray. Now we do have 8 dexterity and over 8 strength, but that's not gonna be the best. I'm gonna use these library notes once and get nothing, because multiply wound takes stamina. So yeah, just hope that we get lucky, lower doom, and move on with our lives. Otherwise, if nothing else, this video is gonna be a good test to see what happens as I'm recording with this. Probably one of the biggest differences I've ever recorded in. But as we sell these library mode notes, oh my goodness, I'm not even tired. I don't feel tired at all, but hey, we'll move on with our lives. Please let us out of this mansion quickly. It would be nice. If we don't, sadness happens. Invisibility is interesting. It is interesting, but we shouldn't need it. And we are almost dead. So we need to not lose any more stamina to guarantee our survival in the lighthouse. Otherwise, I have to hope that knowledge was the last check in the lighthouse, which is hoping for quite a lot. We can take this in the face for the moment, but yeah, it's both a blessing and a curse that we don't have 3 stamina. It would be a blessing because we would be able to do desperate struggle. It would be a curse because then we would die to any stamina check at the lighthouse. Period. That's the end of the sentence. But anywho, I think I know what Future Jordan is going to make this thumbnail, which I do thankfully have that at least. I do have GIMP. Again, there's a lot of software is great. It's just that some of the most important software that I'm the most familiar with, like the editing software I was using, is not as much available. But I hear people are able to use it. By the way, we have 98% Doom. We're dead. If that was time skip, I don't think it was. Yeah, we just got hit by the power of Doom. But I forgot what I was talking about. Anyway, moving on. So, hope this was a good test, if nothing else, of this video. Otherwise, we just walk up and we're probably just gonna doom out. But yeah, without further ado, if you have anything to say, you know what to do. Otherwise, Harold, what a wonderful event it was.